right, good Tuesday morning, everybody. It's after the holiday's over, and welcome. Get up out of bed or lay in bed and get your coffee or whatever you like to do. But it's time for coffee chat. Sue's over here. Ron's there. Good morning, Ron. Well, it's sunny, windy, sunny but windy. Hey, you know the weather always gives us a little something to talk about. If there's nothing else to say, you can always talk a little bit about the weather. Good morning. Hey, Google. Good morning.
Good morning, Lucky Dog. The time is 8 a.m. Currently in DeLand it's 74 and sunny. Today, there'll be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 84 and a low of 71. Have a nice day.
84 is pretty nice, you know. I was talking to my sister yesterday, and they said it was like, well, and Sue talked to her daughter. They said, was it like 95 up in Ohio?
95.
And it's like, wasn't that hot here? You know, it wasn't less than a month ago, they had snow up there, and now it's 95. The weather's kind of crazy, you know. I don't complain about the heat. A lot of people will, you know. It's like, you know, when you start complaining about the heat, remember, especially if you're up north, how cold it was in the wintertime and how it hurts. Cold hurts. Heat, you're just kind of uncomfortable, but cold hurts. So anyway, so that's the weather. Hey, Google, tell me a joke.
How do you get rid of butterflies in your stomach? Stop eating caterpillars.
Well, I wonder what a caterpillar tastes like. And do you saute it, or how do you fix a caterpillar? I don't know. I don't think I want.
They eat them raw.
Eat them raw, like on Survivor. Yeah, they eat the things. I feel a sneeze come on. Remember we had a sneeze contest with Sue, and she hasn't. Denny says it's the 29th in June. Of July? Well, I'm all messed up. 29th of May. Did I write it wrong again? I might have. I can't see it right now.
Monday morning chat.
Oh, I have Monday morning chat?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Monday morning.
Denny's our gatekeeper.
Denny's our date keeper, yeah. It's like, Ron said they had 4 inches of rain so far and two today. Wow, that's a lot of rain. You know what I do? Once in a while when I do these things and I look, it doesn't show up again, sometimes I'll set tomorrow's chat up right after this chat's over. And then the reason it doesn't set it up, and then I redo it, and I forget to look at the date, presuming it already did. So, welcome to Monday on Tuesday. So, that's one thing you can do on this chat. You can go back in time. You know? So, you just look at my date. So, Denny always keeps it straight. I'll straighten that out when this is over. So, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty nice today. Hey, you know, talking about weather getting warmer every year, this time, people, they not only do it here in Florida, but they leave their kids and their pets in the car. And, my gosh, then they die. I don't believe that takes much brain power to, you know, I don't understand when someone says, I forgot my kid was in the car. How in the hell do you forget your kid was in the car? I would forget my dog was in the car, let alone my kid. It's like, anyways, be aware if you're out there and you got your kids or pets in the car, and you can't run in the store for, I mean, even 5 minutes. You shouldn't, you know, because it gets hot really, really quick in a car. So just something to be aware of. The you know, weather's getting warmer, and something to just keep in mind. So, one of my questions, what's the most useful thing you own? Oh, Denny said maybe we got a half wrench. Yeah, I know, it wasn't any rain. We didn't get much all weekend long. So anyways, what's the most useful thing that you own? Think about what do you own that you get the most use out of? I'm going to say my computer for me, you know. I use it a lot. Other things I get a lot of use out of. You know, the toilet's a good example. you might wish you had it. And Ron said a lot of flooding, and I have to go to Charleston today, so I've seen a lot of places flooded. Up in, what was it, Boston, was it? They had all the flooding, and
New Jersey.
Was it New Jersey? No, I think it was Boston, where all that was.
Ellicott,
Or maybe yeah, that was Maryland, wasn't it?
Ellicott City, wherever that's at.
I think that's
It might be
Maryland.
Maryland.
Anyways, they had a ton of thought up there. So again, back on what's the most useful thing that you have? What do you use the most? And like I said, I said my computer, and I use it all day long. You know, off and on, all day long. A lot of people don't, but I do.
I'd say my phone.
Your phone, Sue.
I can do it all on my phone if I need to.
Yeah, I can't. You can't do nothing on a phone. You try to do something on a phone, it's little, and it's like, you know, you can do. I'm not gonna say you can't do it, but it's a pain in the ass trying to do it on the phone. I use my computer. Ron said my computer. Oh, Danny says my truck. So he gets the most use out of his truck. So, yeah, I can see that. Our vehicles, we use. I mean, I wouldn't want to be without our vehicles, but we actually don't even use them every day. You know, there's a lot of days they don't go out of the garage. You know, but yeah, everybody probably has a different thing that what is their most useful thing that they have on it. So another thing is, what is something you will never do again? You know, what is something you have done that you say, I'll never do that again? You know, it's like one comes off my mind, go to New York City. I've talked about that. I'll never go to that again. I'll never go to New York City again. Let's see, what's some things I've done? Roof work, you know, that's a lot of work. I probably will never do that again. I need to. I got a shed there. It's falling apart. It's almost going to become past fixing. It's rotting away. I rebuilt that shed 20 years ago, but it's starting to come apart again, and it's just too much of a chore. I do stuff like that. It more than wears me out. It kills me for days. I have to recover, you know. So, but yeah, roof work's one thing that I'll never do again. Buy a timeshare. Yeah, there you go. Those timeshares. That's an interesting subject. Yeah, that's a good one. Timeshares. You know, people get the idea. Timeshares of any kind. I've never seen the value of a timeshare. Is you pay for the dumb thing. You only get to use it, a couple weeks a year? Depending, I guess, on the one. But then you got to pay these maintenance fees, which seems to me comes out to about as much as you could just rent a place for a couple weeks a year. I've never seen a value in timeshares, and I've heard a lot of horror stories. I've never owned one, but I've heard a lot of horror stories about timeshares. You know, like campground memberships. I think, Ron, you in that. I don't know if that's considered the same as a timeshare or not, you know. So yeah, I don't see no value in those, and I'm sure if I did that, I would probably never do again. Another thing I'd never do again is sell Amway. Oh my God, they talk you into that crap. Oh yeah, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're not gonna make no money on Amway. One of the biggest scams that's legal, but one of the biggest scams out there is like selling Amway. You'll get some friend or somebody will talk you into that. You couldn't talk me into any of that stuff anymore, but when I was younger, it's like, oh man, you can make all this money. It's like, you know, you can spend all this money. So selling Amway or any of the other things, you know, whatever, Shaklee or what they got, Mary Kay and Avon, all that crap, they don't make no money, you know. There might be a few out there that on the top levels, you know, make some money, but I wouldn't do that. Ron says we got our money out of our camping timeshare, but I sold it, and I would never do that again. So yeah, and I was kind of thinking that myself. I don't know sure how those camping ones would be. I don't think it'd be something I would probably get into. That I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of them there, but I don't believe that would be something I would get into. So, anyways, that's a little bit about things you would never do again on it. Something everybody has, I think. What's your favorite TV show? What's the best TV show
right
that?
You got it
and Sue says got it right. Big Bang Theory, Andy Griffith Show. I love Andy Griffith Show. I watch that show over and over and over and over, and I enjoy it. You know, Gomer Pyle, and we still watch those things. When you scan through the television and all the crap that they put on TV, what do? I go back, and these are the shows I put on and watch them all the time because they're entertaining, and just that's our go-to thing. Ron says they get to a point where you can't get a spot. See? Yeah, what good is a campground membership if you can't get a spot, you know? So anyways, what's some of you guys' favorite TV shows? I'm very limited. I just only like certain shows. I don't like murder, shooting, violence. No, I don't want to see them, you know? Those aren't my styles of show on it. A lot of the stupid shows, was it Bachelor and Bachelorette? That's crazy stupid, you know. They got a lot of dumb shows on, and I know Sue likes her Big Bang. Now, see, Denny likes NICS. I don't like those shows, but I knew Denny did like those. Sue likes them. I don't like them. but yeah, if you enjoy it, that's great. So, but you know, there are, and I didn't say NCIS. Don't they have a bunch of different ones? You know, so it's like. But again, see, those shows
They used to. I don't know if they still do. Yeah,
are
they do.
about murder, you know. I don't want nothing to do with that kind of stuff, you know. But if you enjoy them, you know, that's great. A lot of people do. They're very popular. All right. So, but yeah, there's a lot of, you know, it's become my number one go-to to watch. And, Everybody Loves Raymond. That's a great one. Love that one. In fact, I think I have every season of that on video, or that I can watch it. You know, no longer on tape. It's on a digital thing. But yeah, I love that. Everybody Loves Raymond. These are great shows, you know. But I go to and watch a lot of YouTube. There's any subject you can think of, you can watch it on YouTube, and I just enjoy. I mean, for a while we've been just watching a lot of these nomad campers on YouTube, you know, and I enjoy watching those on it. They some of them aren't so good, but a lot of them are good. These are just people making. So that's probably the biggest thing that I watch
Is Traveling with Robert, is that the name of his channel now?
Traveling with Robert. Yeah, Traveling with Robert. That's a really good one.
I'll
If you
type
want,
that in here.
yeah, if you want a good one, he's probably one of my favorite. He's down here in Miami, and he's a Cuban guy, but he makes some really good videos. If you want to go somewhere, he's been about everywhere. Once you watch his video, you were there, you know. I mean, he shows you everything. So he has a really good. So if you just want to enjoy something, watch that. Traveling with Robert. He's makes an excellent video out there. How many of you guys have hobbies? I do. I've always had hobbies. Keep calm and get a hobby. You know, there's a lot of different types of hobbies, and I've changed. Ron says he watches Raymond every night. We did. We've been out of the cycle, but we'll get back into the Raymond.
Well, we don't have. It's not on any of the channels.
No, but I have it recorded. I could pop it up just like Bam and watch every one of them. You know, so you know, capable. And I'll get in that mode one of these days to start doing a Raymond thing. You know, binge watch. That's
another one is we like, and it stars. The woman that played Deborah on Raymond is The Middle.
Yeah, The Middle. I didn't start watching that till not long ago.
Yeah, we can record that one too and have it because it's a good family channel.
Yeah, it's a good family show. Non-violence. That's what I'm into. Non-violent. I don't like violence, you know. So anyway, back to hobbies. What kind of hobbies you have? I know Ron just took up RC flying hobby. That's a great hobby. I've been doing that, I imagine 40 some years I've been doing that. And off and on. I've gotten out for a while and get back into it, and I've been doing it again, and that's a great hobby. I brewed beer, homemade beer for a while, and that was fun. A lot of work. Home brewing beer is you got to be very clean, just a lot of work, and you can make some really good beer. But I've gotten where I get really bad headaches from drinking beer, and what fun is it brewing beer if you can't drink it? So I kind of quit brewing beer on it. Sue has a hobby, genealogy, you know. It's a good hobby.
Yeah.
She spends a lot of time. Golf. I know you did that. In fact, I golfed with you, and I didn't get into it. I'm not too damn much walking, for one. You know? Reading, yeah, a lot of people like to read. I don't read, but a lot of people read. You know, it's I can't read the first page and I'm bored. But that's a good hobby. A lot of people into sports. I don't like sports. They do that, I guess, as a hobby. They pollute it. That's the problem with sports. You turn on the TV and some damn sports, like, I don't care about this. And yeah, I knew Sandy read a lot. She always did read a lot. So yeah, sports is a hobby, and I kind of despise sports. So I think you've all gathered that by now. It's like, even racing ain't worth a crap. You know? That was the only sport that I ever watched, and I don't even like it much anymore. So well, it's good to have a hobby. You know, it gives you something to do, gives you a goal. Recently, I set up aquarium again. I've been doing that forever. Got out of it, and I put some, and I've been enjoying it. Got some fish, been watching them grow, and did some new stuff, and do some experimenting with it, you know. So that's another good hobby. There's tons of good hobbies. Hobbies, I do believe, is very healthy for you. It keeps your mind active. It gives you goals. There's always something that you can continue doing. Hobby is something you don't have to do. You can put it down for a week, a month, or a year, and pick it right back up again if you like. But it can be expensive too, you know. But you know, that's money. You know, you can't take it with you. So if you have any, use it for hobbies. You know, it's fun. I think Denny liked collecting. I don't know if Denny likes to work on cars. He likes to collect cars. Is that true, Denny? Because I know you enjoy cars, and there's, I don't like to work on cars, but a lot of guys like to collect cars. The guy across the street's got some really good looking cars, and he collects them. He has a body shop, so I think he does restore some of them, you know. And you know, that's a good hobby, and especially the old ones. They're the best, you know. Get all these older vehicles. They're a lot better, you know, on it. So. But anyways, hobbies are good thing to have on it. Ronnie says any hobby is not cheap to do. That's true. I don't know you can find too many hobbies.
Denny says he likes to work on old cars.
Oh, he likes to work on old cars. Okay. A lot of guys love that. I don't like to work on a car. You know, I don't like to, but a lot of guys, that's their thing, man. They get out there and work on a car. And I think a lot of those guys particularly like to work on the older cars because they're easier. Everything's computerized now and that. So, but yeah, it's a good hobby. Ron said he had an old car. It costs a lot to keep up. Ron had a Mustang, and I think he had a truck or something, maybe a Studebaker truck on it. Yeah, and that's what Danny said. Getting too old now. That's the issue. Working on a vehicle, to crawl underneath something. You know, I mean, I'll work on our camper, and man, you crawl underneath there. That hurts. You know, it's really hard to do that, and it gets worse all the time. So that's the thing about. In some hobbies, they're that way. They do require physical activity out of it. And as you get older, it's I don't think it's so fun anymore. You know, that's the same with sports. I watch people do sports. It's usually physical. Not for me. This running, throwing shit, you know, it's like I see no enjoyment whatsoever in that. So if it hurts, it's not fun, you know. It's that's a lot of it. Okay, Ron said he had a Dodge truck and a Cougar and a Mustang. Now I remember it. So yeah, and a hobby should be fun. If it's too stressful, then it's probably not a good hobby for you. So anyways, that's a little bit about hobbies. And another thing I wrote down here: text or call. Now, you know, texting and stuff is good for short little phrases, but if you're going to talk in depth about something, let's get on the phone and talk. Danny said, I got my 71 Chevy pickup about done. That you have that up in Ohio, don't you? The 71 on. So, and the thing about it too is a hobby. You can pick it up as you want and work on something. If you get a project, you know, you can take as long or little as you want because it's usually not necessary to have something finished or, you know, whatever in a hobby. You can do it as you want, and that's what it should be, so that you can enjoy it, you know. So anyway, that's a little bit about hobbies there. Let's see if we can get another joke. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Did you hear about the guy thrown in jail for refusing to take a nap? He was resisting arrest.
Ah, I never resist a rest. I get a lot of those rests. I poke those little rests in all the time. Yes, Ron said the Dodge truck was a 1947, so that was an old one, you know. Well, anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here for today. And sunny right now. They say it's probably storm this afternoon, but getting into the typical summertime rain patterns. Nice in the morning, and it's storm in the afternoon. Just get rid of this stupid wind, you know. So if anybody, you guys watching this afterwards, if you got any comments or things you'd like to put, leave them in the comments section, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and invite all your friends and relatives and them, and you can even invite people you don't like to join us. Let them stir us up a little bit. So anyways, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and everybody enjoy your Tuesday. So far, it looks like it's going to be a good day here. So we'll see everybody again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.